Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Trading Buddies on Tuesday. Yep. So I'll be starting the session first without let me grab the screen. Let me go through some of the trades. Not some of the trades. It's actually only two trades which have been triggered yesterday. So one of it is actually pound cap. So I'm in good hands with pound cap. If nothing goes wrong, this should be my winner for the week. If nothing goes wrong. Yeah, so who knows? Now, Euro Swiss is really proving to be a troublesome pair as what I said yesterday. Yeah, so long as this troublemaker does not, yeah. So long as this troublemaker is remain within this range, then I'm really not interested in trading it so it can do whatever it wants. And yeah, we just play its tantrum. Actually, for most of you, how's the luck trading Swiss? Swiss Usually Swiss is really a troublesome pair for me to trade, but noting that one of my best wins actually came from Euro Swiss, but that's actually 2 years back. Yeah, so I'm having a bit of an emotional attachment to it, but at the same time, my logical side is telling me that yeah, stop wasting time with this pair. Might be the curse in my forex trading. Now, Kiwi dollar, don't think you actually set up this week since it has rallied up so high. Now, but what's interesting about Kiwi dollar is that you can see price from the weekly chart, it has rallied to this area, which may be, sorry, that's the daily chart. So when we go to the H4, that this may be a potentially a reversal area whereby I can jump in if it does reverse. Yeah, so it's not exactly breaking my trading rules. I mean, it's just really, I mean, as per my trading rules that I showed to you, then it will definitely be breaking it. But I have to, this will be the other trading method which I adopt. Yeah, I mean, it's really just trading from level to level, not that there's nothing really significant to it. Yeah, so Kiwi dollar is actually worth keeping a lookout for. If it does form a reversal price action over here, then I might be keen to jump in. In this case, you might need to modify the way that I approach this pair. Yeah. So let's have a look at the weekly chart again. Yeah, I still hold a certain faith that there is actually a retracement in the overall big picture. Yeah, so we shall see how that turns out. If I do intend to actually jump into this pair prematurely, I'll give you a heads up. Now, Aussie Kiwi is actually working out. I mean, I didn't jump in, but from the looks of it, might get a setup from either today or tomorrow. Yeah, still waiting patiently for price to do what I want to see. So still waiting for it to give me the hook, the thumbs up sign before I can actually scale in. Not scale in, sorry, jump in. Yeah. Our dollar cat is proving to be a bit of a ah, how do I put it? Disappointment. Yeah, that's the word I would use. Briefly glance through the news today. It seems that the Fed does not want to interfere, gives out I think the Fed uh, I can't quote word for word, but I think it says something like they don't want to interfere in the market prematurely. They're going to keep things as it is. That's why the dollar tanked. Came down. Yeah, such a beautiful Eiffel Tower. Or does this look like a Burj Khalifa? No, I don't have it. It seems to be giving me the middle finger. So in respect of the middle finger that is giving me, which I can see, I'll really be forcing it. I hope to get it. I don't really want to do anything about the dollar cap so far until, truth to be told, dollar cap, if since I didn't get any entry here, so from here to here, I don't really want to touch dollar cap. Yeah. Unless it does this, then this might be something that I'd be worthwhile to trade. Or if it just keep coming down, anything within here, just similar story like Euro Street, I'll just keep it aside. Yeah. So let's not really entirely sure. So now, actually, this was a trade proposed last week by me, the natural gas trade. So I showed a few charts that natural gas is actually performing better than oil as a regional product. Yeah, so actually jump into natural gas. We'll see how it goes from here. I put a TP at the last time. Yeah, not. Let's see whether it will actually go travel further. Yeah, this eventually I'll change it to a partial take profit, see whether I can get more out of it toward the year end move. So, but natural gas is something that I've entered. So yeah, I don't know whether you can trade natural gas or not. If you can, then consider this trading setup. Otherwise, just observe it. So that's all for me. Your TV is a rally and you have a good odd series. Yeah, yeah. I think the TV pairs are actually on a good run at the moment. Such a nice chat. Oh yeah, later my lecture is a lot. I want to show you all something which I casually spotted. I don't know is there a significance to it, but just to share with you all. I might do further testing on it. But before that, let's jump on to Aussie Swiss. This pair actually caught my eye on the H4 time frame. I mean, price is doing a very nice downtrend, no doubt about it. But this is where it caught my attention when price comes to 0.6. What a line. Yeah. So you can see that price bounced off in the past. And then I suspect that it might actually retrace back further up to here. So this is where I'm looking to actually place a trade. So what happens? Let's have a look at the H4. Yeah. So this is where I'm actually looking for to place a trade. If price retraces that far up, otherwise at 0.66, I'm also okay to actually jump in for a trade here. Yeah. So all this is something that I'll definitely be keeping a lookout for today and tomorrow to see either it gives me a reversal, not reversal, sorry, a trend continuation move. Yeah. So that's something that is interesting to me for today. And the other pair that I've spotted is let me have a look at my phone will be Kiwi Yen. Yeah. So on the daily time frame, Kiwi Yen seems to have come to a now. Ta-da! Yeah. So I'm keenly waiting to see if it has any good surprise for me. Yeah, because since that from the past, it has interacted with this level quite a fair bit. So I'm waiting to see if you imprint a double top of reversal price action would be beneficial for me, and then I will go down. Now I'm actually super keen to get to this pair. Yeah, so when I say super keen, what it means is that might actually try to get to determine if there's a divergence over here. If there is, then I might actually just jump in straight away and put my stop loss up here. Yeah. Anybody want to share any thoughts about Kiwi Yen jumping in, not jumping up? Yeah. So that's a picture in my head of what Kiwi Yen will possibly do. So yeah, I'm sort of hoping that Kiwi Yen will behave similar to the previous batch of what it has done in this zone. So if it does that, then I think both Alexis and me might have a good time trading it in this manner. Yeah, so that's what I envision Kiwi doing. I mean, I don't see any. I mean, Kiwi is on the lockdown now. Yeah, but the whole world knows that New Zealand actually fared pretty well during the last year, the worst of the COVID. Yeah, so I don't see a free fall of their currency like doing this kind of thing. Yeah. It's just I don't think it's just a fair point for that. Yeah, so more of it I will see Kiwi. I mean, it has dropped. Yep, so be it. And then probably just doing this. Yeah. So this is the play that I'll be looking at for Kiwi Yen in the next 2-3 weeks to see whether it actually performs in that manner. Yeah, so really for today, the additional pair I'm looking out for is Aussie Swiss and Kiwi Yen. Yeah, both coincidentally is just against a safe haven currency. By the way, who is a regular drinker of coffee? As in black coffee without sugar, or you brew your own coffee, or you can even use Nespresso, which I'm using it nowadays, though I'm conscious about the environmental impact. I'm just trying out all sorts of different concoctions. So I realized that coffee, black coffee, black coffee. Yep. Mixed coffee butter is the Hainanese way of drinking coffee in the past. Yeah. Uh, Depending on whether you buy, I actually went to buy butter for it. Salted butter or unsalted butter, it actually does taste very, very different. Yeah. And then I actually tried today with just black coffee with light roast. So it's a bit more bitter than usual, and I actually sprinkled some salt on it. The taste turns out quite nice. Yeah, so for those of you who actually drink coffee, you can actually try it out. Yeah, might just appeal to different taste buds. All right, so don't really want to care about Alexis. Just want to share with you something about USD SGD. One question: do any of you actually trade USD SGD as one of your main currency, mainstay currency? Like, doesn't matter the market condition, you're quite familiar with how USD SGD is doing. No matter what, you actually take a look at it. It can be because you're Singaporean, that you are familiar with local economics. No, so far not for you. Anybody else? No? Or anyway, for those of you who are using Fusion account, I think USD SGD is coming to your account soon. Yeah, that's what I heard from Paul. No, nobody care about USD SGD? Shut up. Yeah, since it, then again, I hope I can actually sometimes, okay, I hope I can actually interest you with USD SGD. USD SGD is something that we can look at quite extensively. Yeah, I don't know why. Probably I'm a patriot at heart. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But now at the same time, USD SGD is considered an exotic. It's not a minor, it's an exotic. Yeah. So what and I actually noticed something about it. Yeah, I need to do I will share with you all. So if you're interested, you can do your own testing. Of course, it might actually apply to other pairs also. Yeah, if it does, then I would say it's something worth taking a look of. Yeah. For exotics, this actually happens quite frequently. That means at the start of the week, there'll be a gap. This is true for exotics. Lesser for majors and minors, but exotics actually happen quite frequently. Yeah. So what I observed today, because again, I don't know, something just came over me. Oh yeah, because I had my stop loss at USD SGD. Yeah, I took a USD SGD trade last week. Yeah, so I got a stop loss, no thanks to the Fed. Yeah, so I actually took a closer look on it, and this is what I noticed. So whenever a USD SGD actually had a gap, right? So there was gap is closed, nice and fun, and within the first day of the week, that means for 4 hour, I would say the next the Monday will be the whole 6 bar. If price actually closes above or below the opening, the high or low of the first bar. So this will be the 5 a.m. bar for now. Yeah. So if there's, I'll repeat again, if there's a gap and the 5 a.m. bar gives a high and low, and the subsequent bar actually closes successfully above or low, I would say from my observation, there's a higher than 50% chance that price will continue on that momentum. Yeah. So like for this week, you can see that there was a gap. Yes, Monday bar, there's a gap. Then price actually closes below the low of Monday's bar, 4-hour bar. All right. And you can see that price currently goes this way. So this is the first example. Then you can see that there's a gap. Right, gap bar. Price actually closes above. Then it rallies. That's last week. So again, a gap bar. Right, price closes above, it went up. Yeah. So I imagine that let's aim for at least 1:1. Yeah. I'll just use Alexis method. Let's go for at least 1:1. So you have been 3 winners. Then whether you allow the trade to run, that will be individual. This is not much of a gap, so forget about it. No, this is a huge gap, sorry. Yeah, so this is a gap. So again, yeah, like I said, if Monday's bar there isn't a good close above the high or low of the opening bar, let's forget about that. Let's not look at it. So you can see another gap. It's almost like every week have a gap. So this is on the 26th of July. So this bar is also 26th of July. All right. Then it closes below, can enter, we get stop out. Eventually, price do travel in that direction after a small rangy for the better part of the week. It broke down, but I would still consider this a losing trade. Gap bar, small gap. You can see that. Sorry, I'm supposed to be using here. Yep. So gap bar, price closes above, it rallied quite a fair bit. Whee! Again, gap bar, price close above. Eventually, it rallied, but it will have stop you out no matter how you trade it. Yeah. So it did go into the direction, but the stop loss will actually be triggered. So 2 losses out of what? 4? This is not a gap. There's no gap here, so forget about it. But that's a gap. You see gap. Price closes above, it rallied quite a fair bit. And let's go for the last example before I hand it over to Alexis. But this is actually a very small gap, but let's count it as it is. Closes below, but price ranges for throughout the week. I want to end with a winner, so I'll just choose this. Price closes above, and then rallied hard. Yeah, so I find that there's this phenomenon when I was reviewing my trades that hell, USD seems to be giving this tendency that once a gap bar appear, which is very, very frequent, as I've shown you, almost every week, but sometimes the gap is too small to be noticeable. I mean, a couple of pips I really don't want to say that it's a gap. Yeah. So let's go for probably 10 pips or more. And it closes above the high or low of the opening H4 bar. It seems to be I would say, I'll put it as high as about what, 70% predictor that price eventually will rally. Now the keyword is eventually, it will rally towards the direction it closes above. Yeah. So this is something that I think can be taken advantage of. Yeah. So if you all do trade USD, SGD, might actually be. I'm not entirely sure whether it can be applicable to other exotic pairs. Yeah, might or might not. But since I do trade USD, SGD quite extensively, this is something I can share with you. Yeah. Does it actually interest anyone in trading this pair, or what I just mentioned for the past 10 minutes is just whatever? All right, so with that, I can see that Alexis is in. So Alexis, any trade updates for us?
Hello. Well, I think.
Wow. You got it yesterday, right?
Yeah, I got in pound kiwi yesterday. I'm not sure if I'm still in. Let me see. I might still be in. Yeah. So yesterday I picked the pound kiwi. Still in it. Still living. I don't know. I think I'm aiming at WS1 at least. Hopefully. Entry is already at stop loss, so I think we're just like it's a so-called already a safe area. For the Aussie dollar, I've closed out everything. Remember we had two lines. Okay, let's go to the Aussie dollar. Let me just share the screen. Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
I'm looking at WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's my last WhatsApp with you. Oops.
Lucky we didn't say anything bad about each other.
Yeah. Lucky we didn't say anything bad about Paul, right? Okay, so The last what's that? The last trade that I was looking at was the Aussie dollar. Now Aussie dollar, I had two levels that I wanted to look at, right? So the first level was I was saying that okay, if it hit my TP, my this first line over here, then I want to take partial profit. Okay, this is my first level partial profit, and my second level here is to maybe close all. So I did close all here, but I was actually looking whether there could be a possibility of a second entry. So this is the thing I think I want to clarify about trading. It's I'm not fixed on the direction, and trading is about not being fixed in a direction, because the market does what the market does. We just have to figure out a way to get it and be on the right side of things, right? So the moment this level, so when Aussie dollar started reversing back, I would call it reversing back up. I don't know whether it's a reversal or a retracement. So what I'm going to look at now before I talk more about it is to go on a bigger time frames. All right, so let's start from the weekly. Now on the weekly time frame, ideally I would have liked the pair to come down to this area over here, and obviously there must be some kind of support level over here that is bouncing back off, right? So if you see a very so I do see this support level that is bouncing it back off. Maybe the support level is not found on the weekly, maybe it's found on the shorter time frames. If I go down to the daily time frame, and maybe I zoom out a little bit, okay, you can see that the daily time frame is showing that there's an MS2 over here. So what price is doing, it is actually being very predictable. It is bouncing off MS2, a very strong support level, monthly support level 2. So it bounced off MS2. This is where price action comes in on a daily time frame. It shows me the big engulfing bar, right? So if you look at it, I just talk about price action. If there are a lot of buyers who are buying off the MS2 big engulfing bar, why would I want to go short? Even though I'm still waiting for shorts, but why would I want to go short? There's no, I mean, it's not about being right or wrong. It is about following where the candle goes. And the candle is telling me there's a lot of buyers in the market. So what I've done on the shorter time frame is to see, can I find a way in? Is there a reversal indicator that comes out? Can I find a way in? And what I'm looking for is, again, I found my way in because today daily pivot moved up. Daily pivot moved up. We have a bounce. We have a kind of a bounce off weekly pivot, and that is my way in. And this is based on the wave rider strategy already. So very, very clean entry. I don't even have to think too much. Daily pivot is up. It's bouncing off a support level, which is WP, and away it went, right? I managed to get in on this. I wanted to get in a little bit earlier, but I couldn't, so I only managed to get it on top of this big bullish candle. Price is just above MS1. Where am I waiting to get out? I'm waiting to get out. Let me zoom out. I'm waiting to get out at my next resistance level over here. Anywhere over here, I'm ready to get out. All right. So this is one of the ways to take advantage of this big pullback. Will the trade go further? Okay, will this trade go further up here and beyond? At the moment, I don't know. Fundamentally, I'm still biased to the short side. So I'm very cautious about hanging on for dear life to long trades, because I am very aware that what today could be is just a retracement day. So if we look at the daily time frame, back to the daily time frame, let me zoom out a bit. So it has bounced off MS1 over here. Okay, so price, that's my pen. Okay, so price has been moving this way. Okay, it's moving this way, consolidation, move this way, and it's come back up. So what this might be is not it might not be a reversal. I'm not too hopeful on this kind of moves. What I am waiting for is I'm waiting for whether or not the downward trend can continue. There is still a lot of room here. There's still a lot of room here till to the next indicator. So that is what I'm looking at. Yeah. So hang on a minute. Someone just walked in. Lloyd, can you take over for a short while? Sorry.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
All right. So actually, it was yeah. So it's funny that last night I was doing the mentorship breakout group. I was sharing with the students that nowadays I'm lesser of I don't see myself as a trend trader or counter trend trader. Yeah, I classify myself. I mean, I see more of myself as a direction trader. Yeah. Maybe some of you who actually do trade reversals can relate to it. It's more if there's a direction, if price proves that it wants to move in a direction, then yeah, try to take advantage of it. Yeah, lesser of whether it is in a trend or it's not in a trend. And I think it does show in during the past three trading buddies that look, I do have my trend trading setup. I also actively share with you all the reversal setup that might be happening. Like today, the odds Swiss, this will be a trend trading setup. Yeah, let's not lie to ourselves. Yeah. Then the other one, which is what? Forgot. Kiwi yen. Yeah, so this will actually be more of a reversal setup in this sense. But is the blur line between these two? I mean, I would just say that as long as price proves that it wants to move in a certain direction as the analysis or the structure of the market supports it, then yeah, why not jam along, have a fun with it? I do entirely, I'm aware that for those who are still starting out with trading, that might be a strange and odd concept. Yeah, but eventually I suspect most people will get to that stage if you are persevere long enough and be profitable in some manner. Yeah, you know that. So hey, let me look at the crypto market.
All right, so sorry about that.
No problem. Still rallying. Okay. Yep. All right. So back to your Aussie chart.
Back to my Aussie chart. Yes, so thanks. So sorry about that. I had someone just walked into the room awkwardly. Okay, back to the Aussie chart. Yes, so as I was saying, I am looking, we are looking at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture there is still downside in terms of the bigger picture. The last low we had was in March 2020. This was COVID period. Now, I don't think this is going to tank all the way down to the COVID. When this is a COVID situation, I don't think it will tank until there, but at least it could mediate to the previous lows of like maybe WS3, whereby this blue line is. All right. So these are the two targets that I will, on the overall bigger time frame, would like to look out for, unless there's major changes on the US side. But these are the two targets I like to look out for. But I'm very, very cautious in holding on too tightly to my perception. All right, because holding on too tightly to a direction will usually get you crashed out. So what I'm doing is I'm trading the retracement. If the retracement is a retracement, it would mean that the moment I hit a TP level, I'm going to take profit and I'm going to wait. If it is not a retracement, if it's a reversal, the chart, the candle will tell me. The chart will tell me by giving me a higher low on the daily time frame. It will. I will wait for the chart patterns to tell me. Or if this level is broken, then I'll be convinced. Okay, that means it is not going to go down. This might be a real reversal, and we will hit to the upside. So this is the reason why I might be bearish on the Aussie dollar, but I'm not too married to my idea. And what I aim to do is to be able to follow the chart wherever it goes. And that's the advantage of the H1, because technically speaking, I can follow the chart and take at least a 1:1, 1:2, sometimes 1:3 off, while still being in the wrong direction. All right. So the next level I have over here is this I've got a resistance level. This is actually a horizontal level. If I zoom out, you can actually see you can see this is the H1 time frame. All right. I think my horizontal level, I aim somewhere at this level. So because price always goes to history, right? So if price always goes to history, it means that what I'm doing is you can see this consolidation happening. All right, so what I'm looking for is price to repeat the pattern, to go back to this consolidation level, and it will do two things. It will either come up and touch it and come back down. This is option one, or it will break above and go back up, option two. So if we posted this exact move to the current week, what I'm looking for is price will either touch here, find some resistance and hit back down, option one. Price will decide that it's not going there, it's going to go this way, option two. So this again is a bidirectional trading. Now I would prefer, my personal fundamental preference is this, option one, short or the Aussie. But I will not be married to the idea. If price gives me an opportunity to continue to the upside, I am going to trade the technicals. All right, so this is a combination of a fundamentals with a technical bias. Sorry, technicals with a fundamental bias. All right. And again, for fundamental traders, I guess a real danger in being too married to the idea is that if you think that you are going to be right and the direction is what you think it is because the fundamentals says so. You have to always remember that fundamentals take time. They take time to appear. They take time to evolve, right? Statistics and number crunching, they take time. They take time to collate, to translate into paper, and then post it out. So it's not always a very quick. It's not the good idea to trade H1 on with a fundamental basis, but the fundamental gives you a big picture view on where it's generally going with a general plan. And that's what we want to look for when we are using fundamental bias in our trading, is to find the bigger plan, a 5-year, 10-year plan. I mean, in the so-called trading life. So what I'm looking for is, do I have a 6-month or a 1-year plan at least, you know, while the business cycle goes through its 4 quarters a year? Do I have a business cycle in plan? And what is my trading plan that follows this business cycle? Do I follow the seasonals? Do I follow the court data? Do I follow the statistics? And fundamental actually is the roadmap that allows fundamental traders to have a general idea where things are going, but it doesn't mean that we can make money off it. How we make money off it is by finding the entries with technical strategies and having the discipline to execute the entries. All right, so that's a long rant on the Aussie dollar, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to trade it up, going to trade it down, wherever it goes. Now, I mean, how do I pick a pair? I think I pick whatever I feel like it. At the moment, Aussie dollar, after I'm done with Aussie dollar, I probably go to the Kiwi. So the Kiwi, we picked it up last Friday. Picked it up last Friday. It's now on the way down. Where do I want to exit the Kiwi? I'm not sure yet, but I'm a bit cautious of trading past the WS1. So I think one of my final targets will be WS1 over here, because there is a big ass range over here. All right. Of course, it would be great if price could go down and hit back this way. But again, we will use the technicals to tell me the story. But generally, I'm a little bit more bullish on the Kiwi. So this forms my confidence or my how comfortable am I sitting on this trade. And if we go to the weekly time frame, you can see a very nice, strong resistance level on the top. Okay, it's just a nice ceiling over there. The EMAs are all the way over here. You know, so we do know that computers or people, they're looking for this as one of the target areas. So again, this is going to be my number 1 plan, is to see if I can trade it to the EMAs. Of course, number 2 plan is to be able to trade it to the next support level over here, depending on how it goes. So this is how long I'm willing to hold to the pound Kiwi, as long as the candles are giving me the signals. The candles are telling me what I want to see. All right. What I'll be wary of, okay, these are the levels I'm wary of on the pound Kiwi. I'll be very wary of areas like WS1. WS1 is a very commonly used strong support level. So when price nears WS1, I will be a bit more wary about putting in new trades. I'll be probably closing a little bit more. All right. Where I'm looking to find new entries is price has just broken monthly pivot. This is my MP monthly pivot line. Okay, what I'm looking for is, I was actually hoping to see a break and a retest, but price just break and just went down. So I'm trying to find an entry. If price can come back up and retest the monthly pivot, then this is where I want to take it. But bearing in mind, we're only about six days to the end of the month. So I only have the next 2 to 3 days to decide whether or not this monthly pivot will still be good enough as a level of resistance. If not, I'll wait until we get a new monthly pivot for September, and then we'll see what the first September monthly pivot gives us, whether or not how much will monthly pivot shifted down. Because looking at the way price is going this way, I think there is a good chance that the next September monthly pivot will go down a little bit slightly, which is not a bad thing. It also means that whenever price touches the September monthly pivot, we still can find opportunities to scale extra risk into the trade and to see whether we can hit at least a WS1 level. So this is my plan until the first week of September, at least, to see where the pound Kiwi is going. I think other than that, I attempted, I was looking at a couple of reversal trades. There is, because I'm on a H1, all right, H1, I don't have anything on the market scanner. So what I'll do is I'll scroll through the symbols, and I am actually looking for Euro Kiwi pullbacks, or I'm looking for Kiwi strength, right? So I can see Euro Kiwi. I think we've really missed the entry. I think this was like a 11 a.m. entry or something like that. What time is it now? Now it's 3 o'clock. I don't know what time is this. What time is this number four candle, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. candle. I'm still asleep, so I've missed again. Sleep has cost me this, but I'm pretty happy because I really for life cannot wake up early lah. So we have the pound euro kiwi. The entry is gone. Let's check the other kiwis out. I think the kiwi entries have all come back up today. Pound kiwi cat. Kiwi Swiss is the only one I'm skipping because I was previously bullish on the Swiss as well, so I don't like to confuse myself, so I'm avoiding the Kiwi Swiss. But we generally have Kiwi strength come back into the market despite the pullback, the dump it had on last week, the 17th August. So I would say that unfortunately the Kiwi has all gone off. I think by the time we hit the morning by the time the Aussie market opened, I think the Kiwi has already flown off. So we not able to catch any Kiwis now. We'll probably have to try again tomorrow, but do keep an eye on the Kiwi pairs. I think the Kiwi pairs has a good chance of retracing in the US market and then finding a bit more leg room to go back up by tomorrow morning. So we'll see if we can catch the Kiwis in the next two days, I hope. And yep, that's all for me, Lloyd. And how's everything going on your crypto games?
Okay, the one that I bought into, the one that rise the most was actually the Binamon coin.
Binamon. How much has it gone up to already?
It actually dropped a fair bit. I think the highest I bought in at 0.335 or 32, something like that. It rose up to 0.81. Then now
Nice.
it goes back down to 0.6.
Oh, nice.
I mean, essentially, I still double my profit. Yeah.
Right, you can tell Shukri what you what you bought. He just popped in and started asking about crypto.
Actually, I just realized that what you call that Forex Factory, right? It has a sub page for this cryptocraft.
Oh, is that new?
Yeah, this is still Forex Factory.
Oh, cool.
So you got the energy exchange, MetaMice, and then of course the crypto. So it actually shows the top 10 holdings. So for those of you who are interested in going up for more, I would say credible information about cryptocurrency, then probably this is something that you can explore. Now, I don't vouch for this page because this is the first time I actually clicked into here, but it looks legit because it's from Forex Factory. So yeah, I thought it started out, this is something that is worth exploring. Give you the news at what's the mover for today. Yeah. And I see that Shukri is online, so I don't know, maybe it benefits Shukri?
Yeah, interesting. Yesterday was a very big day for crypto. Not only for crypto, a big day for also, NFTs. Yeah, Binamon is an NFTs, digital monsters. And then this is what's going to happen from now and, going into next year. I think the world is going to be different. It's not only about cryptos. If you talk about the cryptos now, I think they've become quite boring. It's not the game we want to play.
Wait, you just said that crypto will become quite boring?
Yeah, I know it's exciting for the normal guys, but for the crypto guys, it's become boring. It's become boring. But you look at the NFTs, even look at the NFT cryptos, right? They've been going up like 50% to 100% the past few days, as long as you are in NFTs, So not only can you play in terms of crypto NFTs, but for more volatility, you can even play in terms of the NFTs themselves. Because yesterday that Bitcoin, it's good that Bitcoin hit 50K again. So it has to defend near this. And I think we're going to have a very, very good summer. Looks like that, but anything can happen. But more importantly, there's a less stressful way, I think, that, and this is the asset class that we also want to focus on. This is where we can YOLO our profits into to make even more money in the future. And it has been proven, okay? It makes much more in terms of multiplier than cryptos. And I thought cryptos were the most in this universe. Well, I was wrong. This cycle has shown that NFTs are even better. So again, it is a good chance to redistribute some of those profits from crypto or redistribute our investments into NFTs, because finally yesterday a big thing happened. This is like the biggest thing in NFTs ever. This changes everything, because how do you say it? You know, people were saying NFTs, JPEGs are not going to go anywhere. JPEGs are like, why would you want to buy a JPEG? Well, why does Visa spend 150,000 on a crypto punk? And that changes everything. That changes everything that we knew. Suddenly, JPEGs like this, which were minted in 2017, okay, minted in 2017, are suddenly like going for 150,000. And that's what we have to know. That's why I say crypto is generational. So this time, not only do we prepare for our, our quick gain so that we have to eat something, right? But NFTs are also a way to plan for the next generational the generational upswing, because no matter what happens, and people can try to talk me otherwise that this time is different. Yes, this time is different, but crypto winter is a crypto winter, and we do better this time because like Coinbase is also preparing for a crypto winter with this war chest, right? But this is really, really a big deal. So some of the new methodologies for buying NFTs will be there, not only for the short term, but for the long term also. So now I'm kind of now panic. I'm in panic mode, okay? I'm in panic mode now because I'm now transferring my ether. Let me tell you what's happening now. I'm transferring my ether. Hey, who's a big superstar in Singapore? I'm transferring my ether because I want to buy an NFT. But can you guys tell me who's a big superstar in Singapore that has a lot of following? I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Gurmit Singh.
Singapore doesn't have any superstar.
Gurmit Singh,
Huh?
Phua Chu
Okay.
Kang.
How many followers does he have?
Gurmit Singh.
He
I'm
or
not
she?
really sure. Okay, if you say superstar, then actually it will be Lee Hsien Loong. His
Okay.
Twitter account is quite well followed.
How many? 2 million.
Probably.
Okay. Now this is what I'm doing. And now say you know this Singapore superstar, right? Say you know the Singapore superstar. What do you do? What are you gonna do if you know this Singapore superstar is buying this NFT? I'm assuming that her followers know NFT. May not be true, but I'm talking about an American guy. It's similar to Singapore. What if you knew that this Singapore superstar who has this million following on Twitter or whatever, or Twitter, of course, the best is the fastest, right? On YouTube, whatever, is buying an NFT. Okay, is buying an NFT, and this is what we can do in this world that you can't do it anywhere else. Okay, now once she gives out this NFT, say this is an NFT of who? I don't know. Maybe this is an NFT of what is that? Donnie Yuan or whatever. I don't know, man. Donnie Yuan or whatever he is. Guess what? Guess what will happen? The followers will ape in. The followers are going to ape in, right? Now, in the outside world, we don't know this. In the outside world, we don't know this. Citibank might know this. We don't know. We don't have a chance at all to know this now. But you know that what is happening in the crypto. Do you know what's happening in the crypto world? Do you guys know? Let me tell you. While this project is being minted means it's in processing now, you can see her wallet. Maybe her boyfriend leaked it out. So while she is minting, we know what she is buying up. So panic transferring Ethereum. Because now I'm going to go in the same as her. And once she tweets, guess what? That NFT is going to go up in smoke. So it's good that you were mentioning Forex Factory. Now, the thing in Forex Factory is this. Just imagine the Forex Factory. You have the interest rate decision. You don't know. This is like knowing the interest rate decision beforehand. This is like, while they are preparing the papers, you know. So that's one of the strategies that I'm doing. So just after this, I'm just going to buy, I look at this guy's, this person's Twitter, there's millions and millions of following and all of that. And hey, this person hasn't tweeted about the NFT because he's still minting, minting. And then that's one you think, that's one this is a marvelous world where you can front run things, where suddenly the small guy can front run. The small guy can be the same as the others. The other thing is this girl's boyfriend. Of course, he would be doing it beforehand, but but you can still do it, and it's being offered at a low price. This is like an IDO, you know. This is like buying an IDO and an IDO price, because you expect this person to tweet. So, you know, again, as I said, next year is going to be very different. This is what I went through. I went through in 2018 to 2020. Market went up in late 2017 to early 2018. This is going to be the same. It's going to be the same. You see, the market's now recovering. The market is now recovering 50K. I think we're going to hit an all-time high of Bitcoin at 185 to 100K. As usual, by this time, no one wants to come out, but the market will do what it does. I urge you guys to follow Coinbase and what Coinbase is saying, and then we'll get wrecked. And that's okay. That's okay. Because during this time when markets go down, this is when, as long as you take profits, you will have enough ammunition to collect here, so that when the next cycle comes, I'm talking early 2024, you already have the ammunition. That's why I said, this is what I call the ultimate slingshot. You're going down to go very big. Now, you talk about 100,000. Okay, Lloyd, can you calculate the ROI for this or not? 100,000 CryptoPunks, right? 150,000, okay? How much was the price of CryptoPunks? Does anyone know? How much was the price of CryptoPunks in 2017?
In terms of what, USD?
Yeah. So for 150K, some CryptoPunks already go for 100K. Easily you have a CryptoPunk. I don't know what the base price is, but the base, you know,
$500?
$500. 500,000?
No, $500.
$500. Good guess.
2017, right?
It was free.
Oh, shit.
It was free. See, that's what I said. Things that you think are not valuable now could be very valuable, you know. We don't know. We don't know. Of course, as long as you build a portfolio that you can eat now, but some you also want to keep on until the next generation, because you really have no idea. You have no idea. You know, there's something called Ether Rocks. Okay, Ether Rocks is another project. Sold for recently about 200K. It's going for about 200K like that. You know, Ether Rock, it's just a pet rock. It sounds really stupid. I'm going to show it to you after that. Let's go now. And this is what I'm excited about, okay? Because this one, you have to have a different mentality. You know, if you, it's not even trading. You trade to eat, but you want to keep some of this and literally bring it out to the next generation and stuff. Where is my Ether Rocks? Is it there? No, it is not there. Let me find, where did I put my Ether Rocks first? Did I put, yeah, I put it there, okay? Let me change it now, and here, okay. Now here, look at this. This is an Ether Rock. Let's go here. Ooh. Justin Sun, he bought a rock.
A rock with 2 dots.
No, he put the eye there, but he kind of bought a rock. How much did he buy a rock for? Is it 160K or something yesterday? Okay, 160K to 200K, okay, for a rock. But he bought it. That's my point. He bought this rock. See that? Oh, he bought 500,000. Okay, sorry. It went up. 500,000 for a rock. For a rock. Okay, now tell me. Now this is what really excites me, because you don't know these things can go up just like that. Last 2 months, this thing was only 0.9 Ether. And based on an Ether price of 2K, you know, if you go back 2 months, this was like, hey, this is 0.9 Ether, man. This is only 1.8K. 1.8K for this rock. Now they're going for 200 to 500,000. Now here's the fact, and what I'm trying to tune myself in. Go back 2 months prior. Would you have bought this at 200, 1.8K? I don't think so. It sounded stupid. But now, with Visa buying a JPEG at 150K, okay, now we know what criteria to look out for when buying all these things, you know. So you can buy the cryptos that represent this, and there are cryptos that represent this, like the exchanges, right? Like Rarible and all that. or you can even just buy the JPEG. That is what I have to say today. Okay, guys, any questions? So this is a big deal. This changes a lot of things, okay? This changes too many things. Too many. It's just too many things. And that's why for Crypto Moon 3, it has to be something like totally different. Just different. I don't even know how to describe it, but that's what we're doing. Like, we're trying to feed ourselves, make a lot of money, while at the same time, we must not forget, we must put some treasures into the ground, because we don't know what will become of them. We have no idea.
I'm just curious, Shukri. For NFTs, are they? I mean, you said buying a JPEG, right? So does it mean they built the NFT with blockchain as well?
No, they draw something and then they put it on the blockchain. They build nothing.
So how is, I mean, because I'm trying to understand the
Right,
pricing
right?
of this,
Yeah.
right? So which means it's literally a picture that is worth,
It's a painting. Yeah, it's a painting.
it's a digital picture.
Yes.
So what is to stop people from copying the
No,
painting?
because that's a good question. Because why? Because this has already a digital address. You cannot right? It's
Okay.
authentic. You can say that you bought this CryptoPunk number XXX. You bought this rocks number XXX. There are only X amount of rocks in the world. Now, let me ask you, Bitcoin has how many maximum? 21 million, right? 21 million Bitcoin. Okay. CryptoPunks, how many does it have? 10,000. Look at it, scarcity that way. Then the JPEG doesn't look stupid anymore. You know? Okay, 10,000, 21 million. 10,000, 21 million. 10,000, 21 million.
So essentially, it's like we are buying computer code lah, because I'm
Yes,
assuming the numbers of it is coded into the JPEG, right?
Correct.
So we are literally buying computer code.
Yes, you're buying computer code. Yeah. Now the new ones, they have to be better, of course. For the new ones, you want to buy things with utility. Like some of the JPEGs that you buy a rock here. There's a rock that goes in a game. So the game is still being developed. You know, that's what happened to XC. XC is just a carbon copy of what was called CryptoKitties. There's a lot of CryptoKitties, and then you could breed it. This is from Dapper Labs. It's developed Flow, and then it becomes a different type of kitty, which is like XC. The problem with CryptoKitties was they printed out so many, inflation, price went down. There's just too many CryptoKitties around. Or people were breeding them until the cat also fell in value. But that was kind of the first thing that really got attention of people, okay? And that was when, at that time, this is when this craze came. So it's always about, I guess it's always about scarcity. And that's what Ether Rocks and CryptoPunks did. Rather than inflation like CryptoKitty, okay, we're just going to limit this. But the price was going nowhere for very long, you know. But now when Visa comes in, now we all know. Now we heard before this that some venture capitalists had also gone in. But I think that people were kind of not really moved, because venture capitalists, they have a lot of money. It's their task to take risks. It's their task to take risks, right? It's their task. But when Visa goes in, like, hey, Visa of all people, Visa is the last company that you would expect to do this, because there's a lot of due diligence. Visa has a lot of old school people, banking people, credit card people, and yet they bought an NFT. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. What's the next famous artist? The next best-selling NFT artist? Yeah, 100 NFT artworks. Correct. The next most famous artist. Look at that. This is it. Yeah, even now, what do you call it? Even one of the NFTs that were launched in the US is a Malaysian artist. See? So suddenly you see how, you know, this crypto world is really like, what do you say? This is what wealth transfer from the rich to the less rich. And I think that it's something that's beautiful about NFTs, that it allows to do that. Not necessarily crypto, because you still have to learn a wallet. But the thing with NFT, you know, you learn a crypto wallet, and then you have to learn about the crypto lah, then you have to learn about the price lah, blah, 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 blah. The guy is half dead already by the time he wants to go into crypto. But NFT is being like, how do you say it? It's like an obsession, you know, because it's fun. because I see all these things that don't make sense, and some of them are really cheap.
Shukri, I'm going to ask you a very serious question.
Yeah.
So if, let's say, 1 year or 2 years from now, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend and she wants me to buy her a ring, do you see a viability of me buying an NFT ring? Because it's generational, right?
Yes, it's generational. I haven't seen a mint of a ring. Yeah, it's generational. Let's see whether she's smart or not. If you buy the right NFT, that ring can even that NFT ring will even be more valuable than the real ring. Okay, and then let me tell you about an art that, because I see all the statistics, right? 2 years ago, I don't know what it was called. I forgot. It's a funny name. It was bought for $40. Now it's selling for 13K. So that's why sometimes this thing also becomes like too fun, because you're spending like $90, $150, $90, $150. You don't know which one is going to go to the moon, but hey, it's fun, and during the time, of course, you take some profits on one. Of course, you might sell something that goes to $1 million, but never mind, who cares? It's still fun.
Where do we are we able to trade NFTs?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's also like cryptos, but it's on a different exchange. It is.
Okay,
It is.
so we have to find an NFT exchange and take a look.
Yeah. But it's really fun. It has the prices going up and down. There's no candlestick. Sorry, it's just line chart.
Alexis,
I'll show you. It's line chart.
Alexis, you're already trading NFT already, man.
Huh? Yeah. It is a proper market, but it's illiquid.
Alexis,
You cannot have
Alexis is the forerunner of trading NFT within.
Awesome. Yeah.
Because she plays games. So in the past, games they buy skins, limited edition.
Correct.
So that's also a form of NFT, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's a form of NFT. Yeah, game collectibles. I mean, the model for games now, free games, right? But you buy all your assets under the games.
Yeah, with the so-called game skins are so expensive, but
Right.
oh yeah, they are actually kind. I mean, if you do get a good purchase, they actually do increase in value. So actually, you're right, Lloyd.
Yeah. So let me ask you, in the past, did the game come out first or the skin come out first?
The game first.
Okay, now it's different.
Skin first, huh?
Now it's skin first. They sell the skin first. The game, the crypto community is so, this is the crypto community is different. You gotta adjust. In the crypto community, they develop the skin first. The game may take 2-3 years, There's one like Sandbox. There's only a beta now after 3 years, and people are okay. Axie Infinity took 2 years, but people are okay. But look at the money that people make from the skins. So you pay that price, I mean, gamers now. Where's the game? We don't care because we want to make money. We are okay to wait for a long time. We are recompensated, So, and this is the thing about this crazy crypto world. So it's a different world now. I think that this Visa buy is going to change our minds already, which is good.
Very
so now
cool.
I'm also looking for all this JPEG now. Now I'm less looking for IDO. I'm looking more for all this JPEG and all the new NFTs coming up and all the games coming up.
Lloyd must go and find where to go and look at NFT art.
See, yeah, don't worry, we will go through it next week. But see, now I've changed. You guys are excited, right? You say crypto is not that boring anymore. It's becoming stupid. It's becoming very stupid. But that's what people come in for.
I don't think it's stupid. It's very akin to why guys don't understand girls by effect. But I mean, because we think it from the point of there must be a utility.
Yes.
But when it comes to crypto, I don't think we need to take such a stoic approach.
No. You have to take an approach like this. Let's say approach like this. You know the internet? I mean, it was very clunky, right? But what if you could buy something that signified the start of that internet? That's something of value. Although, when the internet started, that was like, hey, this is nothing, man. This is not going to work. This is a scam, right? Same thing here. Why is CryptoPunk going so high? Because it started during the beginning of this NFT. It was not the first, but it was probably the first to get a fixed amount. That's the significance. And there are only 10,000.
Maybe we should go and draw our own diamond NFT and sell.
I know.
Since there's no diamond NFT.
Since there's no diamond NFT, I haven't seen. Yeah,
we create our own diamond NFT with different grade A, grade B, grade C, that kind. Then
yeah.
try to sell the NFT lah, right?
I can, or we create a trading bull and trading,
Trading bear, is it?
yeah,
Like
Louis
Louis,
feature.
screen,
Yeah, so different
the-
grade and different color, different texture.
different grade of trader.
Yeah,
Okay.
all that, yes, all that, rarity tools and all that lah. But at the end of the day, I mean nowadays lah, I mean now if you want to buy now, and you kind of want to flip 5-6 months later to a year, you would want to go for the rarity, right? You want to judge it, but hey, I don't do that. I just buy the lowest. You know why? Because I want to be like CryptoPunks in 2025. There's only 10K.
Long game lah, long game.
Yeah, so even my El Chico, I should do well. You know?
So Shukru is aiming from the slingshot move.
That's why I said it is like the master slingshot. It's like the master slingshot. Now, if you have an eye for this, I guess it's okay. I don't have an eye for this. I'm not even interested. I'm just using my mathematics now. If I can get the cheapest here, no, if I get, it's like this. Okay, let's see. It's very simple here. Let's see the equation here. Okay, the equation like this. If I want to buy something for X here, I have to look for rarity, right? Because I want to sell it at Y. This is fine. Now I have to do more studies, as if I have more time. But if I can buy something at a rock bottom price, X, Y, Z, as long as this is limited and there's no more minting of this, guess what? My chances of it going up here is very high. It's high, like there's a chance, right? There's a chance. Now, it may be low, but sorry, it's not high, it's low. But what if I have a lot of Zs from different families? Now, let me tell you that this Z can really, one of them or two of them can really go up. The rest get wrecked. I don't care anymore. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't have to do this. Whereas this, I can only buy one, but this I can buy 10. But of course, I have to diversify. And then I just go in there and do nothing. And the best thing is this. This is the best thing, Lloyd. Now, this is what happens on the NFT exchange. When you put it there, guess what? You just leave it there. You just leave it there for 2 years. Suddenly, it's valuable. You go log in the exchange again. And unfortunately, this is what happens, guys. I'm going to warn you again. Never lose your keys and never lose your keys to your wife, okay? Don't blame me. You come back 2-3 years later, you see that value go up. You can see people making bids on that. And then you sell. That's it. You sell and the money goes to your MetaMask and hey, you are so happy at that time, man. You don't even have to look at the charts. No need. But if you want to play this game, I don't want to play this game. There is a way, there are tools to evaluate all this, okay? I mean, you have to do a little bit of study. I'm not willing to do that. Rather than betting my money on one of something that may go up, I'd rather bet across 10 and let time take care of things. So this is the function of time. I'm going to let time take care of this. Let time take care of this game. I don't have to do it. So it's very, very different. So don't lose your keys. If you lose your keys, I am so sorry. If it's not your wife, I am so sorry. It's going to go somewhere, man. It is going to go somewhere else. And these things, don't play the fool, okay? Because what I'm going to buy is like, again, I'm just going to tell you a story. A painting, $40 in 2 years. It's now sold at 13K. Don't play the fool. It's just going to come in. And you know what, Lloyd? If I buy 10 or $40, can I go to sleep at night? Doesn't even matter.
I'm going to ask you a last question before I release you.
Yeah.
Can this NFT be held in a hardware wallet?
Yes, it can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still MetaMask. It's still MetaMask. Yeah, you're right. You just leave it in a hardware wallet, put it in a bank. You don't need to see it. You don't need to see it because you know why? If you see it, you shock. They call shock lah. You buy at 400, you buy at 40 at 400, you shock already. You go and sell. it goes to 13K. You're going to faint on another hall of shame, right? Biggest mistake of your life. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Put it in a hardware wallet. Put that hardware wallet in a bank safe or something so that you can never sell. Your hand might be itchy to sell because the wallet, right? But it cannot.
Okay, thank you, Shuki, for that. I'm looking forward to you buying an NFT so that you can show it off to us next week.
Next week we see some exchanges. Then I show you how. Hey, but guys, no. There is no candlestick. Okay, please don't ask for support resistance. I think we can see no pattern. Inverse head and shoulder, low test bar, high test bar. Maybe Alexis can do it Just give you an advance warning. Okay, guys, see.
Okay, thank you, Shukri, for that. So with that, with the excitement that he brought forth, let me switch over to my screen and Poundcat, nothing. Yep. So I think there will be two potential trade setups that might be taking in 1 hour's time. The first will be actually Euro Swiss short. So you can see what price has done. Up a bit of accumulation. So if this proves to be a really huge ass bearish bar, then I'll be jumping in at the top of the hour. Again, bearing in mind that this will actually be a pretty high risk setup. Yeah, simply because big picture wise, price is really consolidating. Yeah, that's the big picture. So the only reason why I'm jumping into this trade because it's just my trading strategy. So I have to fulfill my role as a trader. Once I see what is happening, then all I'm really doing is just to press the button. Yeah. So, but I will give you a fair warning that personally, I do think that this is really a high risk trade because on top of that, I'm placing a trade in the middle of a consolidation. Yeah. So that's the first trade that I'll be jumping in. The second trade that I will be jumping in. There's no second trade. There's only the first trade. Yeah. So Euro Swiss is the only one up for consideration. Of course, bearing in mind that I will have Aussie Swiss. Yep. So Aussie Swiss, if it actually rejects off 0.66, I'll be also tempted to jump in. Let me have a quick look at Kiwi Yen. The Aussie Swiss Kiwi Yen, both similar situation, but Aussie Swiss looks like a likely candidate for me to jump in. What might happen with Kiwi Yen if at 9 p.m. there is a bearish engulfing bar, then yes, I would also jump in. Yeah, so we shall see what that happens. A bit of a trade update, which I forgot to do earlier on, is that silver. I traded silver yesterday. As I mentioned, silver is lagging behind gold, as this gold is kind of rallying now. So I decided to jump in silver. Of course, not with this account. This is a cents account. Silver, I think the lowest denomination that I can go is $50. Yeah, so I couldn't trade this account. It was with my master account. So I jumped in. I've already shifted my stop loss to entry. I've actually traded this bar. Stop loss to entry. Waiting for price to go into here. I'll take partial profits and we'll see how it performs from there. Yep, so that's the trade update which I forgot to do for silver. Of course, if silver does this, then yes, this will also be an area whereby I will be scaling in. We shall see how that goes. Yeah, even if it got rejected here, I'll have my partial profit. No regrets over that. All right, so Alexis, do you have any trade updates or that's about all?
No, that's about all for me. Thank you very much.
All right, so thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. I will remember to message Ainsley and see if she's able to join us tomorrow. Thank you and have a great day ahead.